My name is Barbie the Welder, and I'm an art ambassador for Diamond Farrier. Today I'm going to show you how to make a horseshoe heart with wings. I am using Diamond Farrier horseshoes, and I'm using the classic, the DC0. You can use any size to make your horseshoe heart with wings. If you want a smaller horseshoe heart with wings, you can use the 000s, or for a larger one, you can use the DC2s. In order to make our project today, we are going to need 8 horseshoes. 2 of the horseshoes are going to remain whole, and the other 6 are going to be cut in half. The way I cut mine in half is I mark them, the center line with a marker, and then I will take my cutoff wheel. I will hold the horseshoes in a clamp and a vise, and I will use my cutoff wheel to cut the horseshoes in half. Now that we have our 6 horseshoes cut in half, the next step is to lay out the heart. In order to lay out the heart, you take your 2 whole horseshoes and you flip them face down, one end overlapping. You take 2 half horseshoes and you place them on the other part. Some people like to have the look of where they touch. I like when they overlap. I think it just sets nicer and it looks better. So when you have your heart set the way you want it, you are going to tack weld the bottom on. Now your heart is tacked together. Now that your heart is tacked together, it is time to make the wings. I take my heart, I flip it over, and you place a swoop up from the heart, a swoop down, over to the side, and the last piece comes in to touch the heart. And you're going to do the opposite on the other side. So you're going to swoop up, down, this one up. Now your heart's not touching on this side, so as you tack it together, you're going to have to lift the piece up in order to get it where you need it to go. So now that you have the heart laid out, you are going to tack your wings on. all set and tacked together. Now that your project is all tacked together, you can go ahead and weld it up in every place you tagged. Now that your horseshoe heart with wings is completely welded up, you let it cool down, and you're going to clean each weld with a wire wheel or a wire brush. When you are finished cleaning it up and it's all cooled off, you can finish it in one of two ways. One, you can leave it plain. It's going to rust on you. Leave it outside, it'll rust a little bit. It gets a really nice patina to it. Or the way I prefer to is I wire wheel the whole entire project, and then I'm going to spray it with rust-oleum clear coat. And it gives it a really beautiful finish. It'll prevent it from rusting, and it'll keep a really nice metal look. Alright folks, here is our finished project. Didn't that turn out beautiful? Go on and get yourself some Diamond Farrier horseshoes and make your own and make great gifts. Anyone would be lucky to have one. Check out my website, BarbieTheWelder.com, to see more of the art that I create. And if you're interested in buying any of the art I make, go to Etsy.com and search for Barbie the Welder. Thank you so much.